Consistency in the trading world isn't always about trading model, trading system, or strategy. More importantly, it is more about the psychology of the trader than it is of the system of the trader. Welcome to this amazing video where we'll be talking about the psychology of successful traders and the mindset of consistent traders. My name is Philip, and we are going to be discussing about what are the psychological aspects that you must develop in order to become a consistently profitable trader. But before we dive into teachings, I'd like to take a brief moment to introduce you to the rewards program ongoing at Learnity, where you can get to earn massive reward with us at Learnity. Now, if you do not have an account, you can simply open an account and get started by using the link in the description below. And if you have created your account, you can actually participate in the rewards program where you get to earn massive, amazing cashback prizes, trading vouchers, trading bonuses, and exclusive rewards. All right, so all you need to do is use the link in the description below, sign up, and head on to the rewards tab and get started in earning your rewards. Now, in the trading world, most traders spend most of their time actually finding the best strategy, the best trading system, the best model for them. That is why they hop from one strategy to another looking for the holy grail, of which most of them never find. Now, most traders neglect the psychological aspect when it comes to trading, which is more important than your trading system or model. You have actually seen traders who have strategy hopped from one different strategy to another different strategy and have done this for a period of 4 to 5 years and are still not profitable yet. Does it mean that those strategies do not work? Does it mean that they are not consistently profitable traders using those strategy? Well, that is not the case because every strategy works. Even someone who is guessing might actually be profitable once he has the right psychology, as it has been proved by scientific approach that trading is a 50-50 sum game. All right. So if you should flip a coin and you win 50% of the gain, and if you also lose 50%, then you are actually break even, which means even a newbie and totally someone who does not know anything about trading can be profitable. Right. So why is it that most traders, 95% of traders, do not actually get that profitability level or do not achieve consistency when it comes to trading? Typically, it is because they have the wrong mindset. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 psychological tips that you need to have as a trader. So, we're going to be looking at 5 psychological tips for traders to become consistently profitable. Now, these 5 psychological tips are not just easy go to tips that you read and just say, okay, you know them, oh, I know all these things. It is about whether you are sticking to them, whether you are always following them, whether you're keeping to the rules. As per human beings, we find it difficult to stick to rules, we find it difficult to stick to a particular pattern for an extended period of time. And that is why trading becomes so difficult because along the line, we tend to slip out of that particular harmony that we have created because it is now boring, it is not fun any longer, and we want to try something new. And that is why most people are always looking for that which glitter. They are all looking for the new holy grail, the new strategy, the new shining model, of which it is always keeping them in the loop and they never become consistent. So, now we are going to talk about these tips and how they can be helpful to you in achieving consistency and profitability. So, the first psychological tip that I'm going to share with you is to always trade with a plan. Now, this might look easy and short and straightforward, but it is actually somewhat in depth. All right, because what is the plan? It is not just waking up and trading New York session or trading London session. It is a plan that actually identifies what risk you should be taking, when you are supposed to be taking that risk, when you are going to elevate your risk, and when you are supposed to be reducing your risk. So, a trading plan is actually a plan that incorporates your risk management strategy, your psychological strategy, your approach, your trading analysis approach to the market, and also the approach of when you are not to participate in the market. All right, because most people think because the market is open 24/7 that they always need to participate in the market 24/7. All right, because that is not the case. All right, despite the fact that the market is always open 24/7, it does not mean that every single market movement is going to make you profit. And that is why you need to have a plan. And this plan helps you remove emotions from your decision making process, because you actually eliminate the fear of missing out or the greed that is associated with trading. So trading with a plan actually removes emotion from your decision making process when it comes to you taking a trade in the market. So the second tip I'm going to be sharing is accepting losses as part of the game. All right, as we all know, losses are inevitable when it comes to trading. I don't want to know who you are. Losses are inevitable. Every single trader out there has taken a loss. Every single trader out there has gone through losing streak, right? Even the best traders, even Tom Hogarth, even ICT, even most of the influencers you see online on social media, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, all of them take losses. So you should not be viewing your losses as personal failures, but instead you want to be viewing your losses as business expenses for learning and improving yourself. Right? Because when you view it as an expense for learning and improving yourself, then you have more reason to, you know, mitigate those losses and stay away from those losses. But if you're looking at them as failures, you might start hopping from one strategy to another and might never achieve the level of profitability that you can. All right. So view losses as part of business expenses and use them to learn to improve yourself and get back on track. And the third is to focus on the process and not the outcome, of which we find many traders falling into this category. All right, many traders focus on how much they make in a particular trade, how much they make, or how much they lost in a particular trade, instead of focusing on the journey and the process. All right, the process is how long can you keep an account? How long can this account be profitable in the long run? Within the first quarter, within the second quarter, are you still using the same account you used at the beginning of the year, or have you blown multiple accounts before the first quarter or the second quarter of the year? Focus on the process and not the outcome of how many trades you have taken, how many winning trades you have taken, or if a particular trade made you or lost you money. Right? So you want to be judging yourself by how well you follow your trading plan, how well you followed your strategy, how well you did not deviate from your strategy. Because if you focus on the process, of which is following your trading plan, then you're on the right track, because definitely you would have some losses here and there, but on the long run you should be profitable if your trading plan is a top-notch trading plan. And on to the next one, which is stay patient and be selective. All right, so not every single market movement is a trading opportunity. You need to always aim and wait for the high probability setup that matches your trading plan. All right, the market being open 24/7 or 24/5 does not necessarily mean that every day must be a trading day or every market movement is a trading opportunity, because they can easily lure you to take bad trades and to lose focus, and that is why you need to stay patient and be selective of your trade. And one of the ways in which you can be selective of your trade is actually trading with the higher time frame direction. All right, mapping out your trading plan to following the higher time frame direction so that you do not go into the lower time frame chasing the market movement on the 1 minute or the 15-second chart. All right, so it is either you wait for a higher time frame opportunity to be in play, and then you become in sync with that higher time frame movement. And the last but not the least, which is to control greed and don't trade for revenge, which is very, very important, because the only thing that keeps traders back from achieving profitability is their greed. They want to make all the money in the world in a single trade, of which is not possible. All right, we know that that is never possible. All right, even if you made $1 million in a trade, you still want to make more. All right, and that is why we said previously that you should focus on the process and not the outcome of a single trade. So you should always try to avoid the urge of overtrading or increasing your lot size after you have a winning streak or a losing streak. You want to always stick to your trading rules and do not deviate from your trading rules. And if by eventually you happen to have a losing trade, you want to avoid having the mentality of I'm trying to win back my money, or if I can just get back to break even and I'll stop out from the market. We all know that this has happened to us most of the time, and it often leads to impulsive decision making and sometimes even bigger losses. All right, so If your trading plan is to enter at a particular time and you entered at that particular time, even if the outcome was a loss, as long as you followed your process, you should always be okay and be contented with yourself because you followed your plan, and wait for your opportunity, the next opportunity to present itself. Like the saying goes, if you miss a bus, another bus is always around the corner. So do not think that there is going to be less setup tomorrow or next week, because there is always another setup around the corner. All you need to do is wait for it and control your greed. So these are the 5 tips that could actually help you achieve that consistency that you're looking for and the profitability that you want as a trader. Now, if you're a newbie and you're just getting started and you do not know how to actually map out a trading plan, or you know nothing about trading plan, all right, you can actually subscribe for the Learnity's mentorship. It will teach you everything from creating a trading plan to actually mastering your psychology as a trader, and even creating the model that suits you regardless of your time availability on the chart. All right, so all you need to do is use the link in the description below. Head on to the Learnity homepage. If you do not have an account, you can create an account immediately so that you can log into the homepage and then subscribe for the mentorship package. And also, there's an ongoing 5-day free Forex training program going at Learnity where you get to learn a lot about the financial market. Especially if you're a beginner, you can actually hop into this 5-day free Forex training where you get to learn a lot. Right, so all you need to do to sign up is use the link in the description. Sign up, save your spot, and you can get massive information, massive knowledge about the financial market. This training have been scheduled for people who want to actually take their trading to the next level. Right, so if you're not consistent yet, you're looking for consistency, you're looking for profitability, I actually encourage you to sign up for this 5-day free Forex trading program, and then you'd see massive improvement in your trading journey. And so guys, this brings me to the end of this video. Remember, you can follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. And you can give us a call on the phone number displaying on your screen, and also send us a mail at coinlinity@gmail.com. And so, if you've enjoyed this video, do well to leave us a thumbs up and make sure you click on that bell notification icon so that you do not miss out on the next amazing video we're going to be dropping on this platform. And until I come your way again, remember to always trade well and trade safe.